Kay Purcell, lead editor at Gaming Trend, and we're back again today to play some My Time at Portia. Oops, we don't want new. We are gonna back out of that. Smooth start. How is everyone doing today? Now we wait. I'm playing not on a dedicated gaming computer, it's a laptop, and so it takes a good bit to be able to stream, so I don't have these resources on as high as I could. Though while we're here, why don't I just go ahead and show you guys some of the creator tools we have here. So it's a pretty robust little character creation. Oh, quit being slow. You can name your character whatever you want. I haven't checked to see if you give them the default name if they actually have the voice acting. In the game, if they mention your character, they'll say Builder, or they just kind of skip over where they said your name. Come on, give me a lady type. Switch, there we go. So I'm playing as a boy, so it's always nice to see the girl. She doesn't have as many voice options as the boy does, but she's really cute. Spinning slowly. I might have to downgrade some of these graphics here, which sucks. But let's go ahead and do that. Confirm. We'll go back to menu. I'm going to drop this into window mode, make some adjustments on my screen here, and then we'll go to the main game itself. Oh, it would really help if I would plug in my computer before I stream, huh? I've done this before. Okay, so then let's do this real quick and then back to Portia. Okay. And yes, I do have Legion as my background because I love Legion. So we are on day 21, month 1 of year 2, so we're about to enter month 2, year 2. Let me turn down the graphics a little bit. I enjoy turning these up when I'm playing and it's just me, but when I'm streaming a little bit, we have to reduce some things a little bit in order to help my poor computer. There we go. Yes, we are sure we want to. That is one thing that's nice, is this game is gorgeous when you have it at full graphics and are just like playing, but if you have an older computer or you're trying to stream and you don't have a dedicated streamer computer, you can definitely downgrade it, and that makes it, yes, come on, let's do the thing. Makes it easier to play, easier on your computer. Okay, I think we just have to do that. Okay, continue. So, I now have this glorious bright pink fat cat that lives with me. Pinky makes me very happy. I have won her over. So I spend some time. I don't think I have any fish on me. Do I have fish on me? If you feed her fish, she not only likes you, she starts following you around. But we've raised the level of friendship where I can actually pet the kitty. And yes, my character is so cool that he is wearing sunglasses indoors because that's how we roll in Portia, apparently. The sunglasses actually increase your stats. They increase your chance to land criticals when you're fighting. So that makes it worth being that guy. That guy. I've really been impressed by just the scope of this game. This game is incredibly ambitious. I've logged about 70 hours. I've only just now unlocked an entirely new continent. I also need to decorate my house a little bit. I picked up this mirror, which will increase my max health, and I feel like I need to put it in my house so that I can get that little health buff here. I think we're going to put it by the door so I can, you know, check out my good looks on the way out. It's always good to have a mirror by the door. Just make sure you're looking okay before you go and face the world. There we go. Okay. And I've also expanded my little builder yard a little bit since the last time I played. I've got a little bit more room. I've got some trees growing over here. This is my upgraded builder platform. It is not fully upgraded though. It can still get bigger apparently. Ooh, are my crystals ready? No. So these trees grows crystals. Laura, nitrate. Oh, and the apricot tree really wants some fertilizer. See a little angry face there? I think it's very angry. And here's my chickens! I have chickens and a duck. I promised Twitter chickens. Well, Twitter, here you are. Here are chickens. Everybody line up for snuggles. Oh, I don't want to pet that chicken. I love how colorful the ducks are. Okay, let's collect that and head over to a storage box and fertilize that apricot tree so we can get lots of yummy apricots. There it is. So, as I said last time, one thing that's really nice about this game as well, I do have a whole bunch of individual storage things scattered throughout my yard. They all link together, so you're not having to constantly like, oh, it's not in this box, I have to now physically walk over and check that box. Now I have to walk back over and check this other box. You can actually scroll between the boxes, which makes playing this and managing your inventory much, much, much better. Another little trick that I learned that I probably should have known much sooner was you can actually press the right stick, and anything that's in your inventory that has a spot in the box will just go over there. So you're not constantly having to sort through your box going, do I have this already? Do I not have this already? Do I need to, what box does this, I organized all this, where does it go? If you organize it once, you can just right stick it and it will automatically put everything where you put it, which is just astoundingly wonderful. I've been going through a whole lot of different kinds of metals. So I've got everything working overtime to make me all sorts of steel bars and bronze bars so that those can be turned into other things so that I can keep on building, because if you're not building in this game, you are not making money in this game. Let's see, I've built up some decent stockpiles. Ooh, 168 copper. I guess I don't need to make any more. I do need some more bronze. I need some more charcoal. I'll make a couple more tin alloys. This is the biggest, the industrial furnace is the biggest one I have so far, so it's the only one that can make the tin at the moment. And that one's still making bronze. I need you to make charcoal eventually, but for now you're fine. So I've expanded my house, and I now have this handy dandy little work deck up here where I have all the other things that I don't use yet or I don't use terribly often. So it's cool that you can organize it, organize that little top area. We're gonna go check the assignments right now. See if we can make any monies. Hi, Opie Cat. This might be a rather cat-heavy stream. My boys have decided that they need to be fed now. Even though it's nowhere near time for them to be fed. So if you see cats and cattails and cats walking all over me... Oh, it's Sunday, I can't pick up a new... Maybe I can. Why do you have... Let's see. Do I have something special I can pick up? What are you? What are you? Come on. 2 large pipes. Do I know how to make a large pipe? What about you? 2 steel shells. I know I can make steel shells, so let's do that instead. Yes, Sophie Cat. So this is a fun little matchy-matchy memory game that they have going on that you can earn items and respect for. Just have to like matchy-match what's wrong and fix what isn't the same. Yeah, that's definitely a borked leg. There we go. That's got some damage there. There's something else. What do we think? Maybe this? Nope. Maybe this? No. I don't think it's that. That's got a bump on the other one too. I don't know where the other one is. Is it here? I don't know what was different, but that was a good guess. Oh. Okay. That, and then that. And then over here maybe? No. Handle's too tall. There we go. And last one. Fix this. Fix this. Okay. So, let's see if we can't get this little questy thing started, and then we'll head over to the desert ruins, and you guys can watch me suck at hack and slash. Especially with the latency I have going on here. There's Pinky just chilling at the farm. I have a creepy robot chick in my yard for plot purposes. It's not my fetish. Okay, I need 2 steel shells. They're going to be over under parts. Do I have enough things laying around to be able to make 1 or 2? Okay, so if I make a steel frame and a steel plate. We're going to make 2 steel frames. And then we gotta go make a steel plate, which is going to be in this glitched little invisible cutter. Guys, I'm kind of really nerdily fond of this steel cutter that just isn't there until you walk up to it. So, let's make a couple of steel plates just so I have them for future. Let that go. Okay. Got my resources and put on my great big gargantuan gloves. Oh, I gotta go sell stuff. I guess we'll DD stop over and go sell some stuff. So this is Remington. I'm considering that I might date him now. I quite enjoy him. Let's give him some flowers. Big man like him would enjoy some flowers, right? Here you go, Remington. You're very welcome, sir. Okay. My computer really does not like that I'm streaming today. It is running this poor game so slowly, and it's not the fault of the game. It's my computer just being mad that I'm streaming with it right now. This is the main city, and we're going to run over here and sell some stuff. Interesting sounds happening outside my door. Hey, Polly. Let me sell some stuff here. So I have like 6 of these washing machines, so we're just gonna get rid of that for now. Have that recipe. You're not gonna let me sell those, huh? Okay, that's good enough. Will you let me sell these things? Yeah. Somehow I feel like you're being sarcastic, that you need those balloons. But that's cool, so long as you pay me cash monies for them. Okay. Time to go pick a fight. So one of the first things I did, like very first things I did, was set up the DD stops out here. I just made the DD stops and booked it because I didn't want to deal with having to run all that distance all that time. DD stops gives you quick transportation, but you have to build the stop in order to use it. Okay. Now I have to try and remember. I think the desert ruins are just right over here. I went a little further than I had to, just because I wanted to place the DD stop. They can only be put in certain locations, and they're often like quest things, so let's go punch a snake. I'll punch a snake in a hot minute. And that's a dead snake. These gloves, I don't like how slow they are to attack, but I really like how much damage they do when they do connect. Their paws. Big old lion paws. Okay. I think those are the ruins right up there. Come on, Hopper. I'm gonna punch you too. It's gonna be tough with all this latency. Again, this is not how the game normally runs. This is my computer being mad that I'm streaming. Thanks, computer. I haven't actually explored the desert ruins yet. I've cleared out all the others. So we're gonna see how tough this is. I'm excited. See how quickly I can die. No, Mr. Bond. I expect you to die. Okay. Am I gonna be mining in here? Usually you only have to pay the money in order to mine the place. Let's find out. I think my computer just really wants to be restarted, and that's very difficult to do when you're in the middle of a stream. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna be doing some mining, not fighting. Alrighty then. Switch over from my bare paws to my pickaxe. Let's see what these colored splotches let us dig up. Sand and stone. Exciting. I thought we were going to do something much more exciting than this, actually. Magnesium ore. Okay, that's new. Like that. Chop, chop. Lots of magnesium coming out right now. Okay, let's see if there's anything exciting in the relic scanner world. Don't see anything here. So, in this game, you don't, unlike in Harvest Moon, where you just kind of took your hoe or your pickaxe and just like cleaned out the very top layer, you can actually dig tunnels surprisingly deep in this game. And you not only dig up, you know, metals and ores that you need to craft and blacksmith, you actually can dig up artifacts and data disks and all of these treasures from an old world that is full of ancient knowledge that people forgot existed. In this game, they don't know how to make engines anymore, but you can come in here and if you dig enough, you'll find engines and other tools like that that you can use to power machines that you can build. And inside of these ancient ruins, there are relics that you can find with this relic scanner right here. And you open the relic scanner and you lock onto the artifact, and then you can dig your way towards it. So that little message was because every week you're in kind of a competition with there are other builders and workshops in Portia. So every week you are part of a competition to earn the most points, craft the best things, gain the most reputation. So what did we get? Tempering like a condensed power stone. Cool. Since this is playing so poorly and mine isn't the most exciting thing to start with, we're just going to wander back out and I'll show you around town a little bit, and then maybe I'll restart this beast and see if we can get it to play a little bit better. Because this just sucks. Like, this game is actually very pretty and runs very well, and I'm just not doing it justice, which hurts my soul. So, just take a look at how beautiful this little game is. It is spring right now, but we're in the desert, so these trees are at a slightly different color than the rest of the town. That's Portia, the town off in the distance. It's all fairy tale stacked up, and then you can see the ruins of these just monstrous, ancient, old buildings. I really, really love the lore of this game. I was not prepared for how ambitious this game was. I thought, okay, it's a little sim game, I can, pour a couple hours into it, see what's there, and write about it. Like I said, I've put in 70 hours, and I'm still unlocking things. I'm still reaching new areas. I haven't even maxed out friendship with a single character. So it's really an in-depth, interesting game. The plots are still unfolding, new characters are still being introduced. I'm really, really impressed with everything that has gone into this title. Where am I? Okay, we want to go this way. Towards the DD stop. It really is just a breathtakingly beautiful little game. So let's take a screenshot. There's a bus that travels around. You can see it moving in the distance. There's a lot of details and thought that have gone into every aspect of this game. So this is the bridge I just built. I couldn't actually reach this area until I finished building that bridge. I was pretty sure I knew who I was going to have my little builder guy romance up, but he was kind of a jerk to his pet, and that just really undid all of my interest in that character, which stinks because he's the one I've built the most relationship with, and now I don't think I want to marry him. I don't think that's what I want to do with my life, because I don't like people who are jerks to their pets. I'm going to wander over here because I believe there's a treasure chest just chilling over here that I saw from the other side of the lake earlier. And there's some enemies. Those little orange dots in the corner, mini-map, mean enemies. So we're going to see if they're at all challenging and what they drop. Oh, they're just crabs. Let's kill some crabs. These gloves are just impressively powerful. Come here, crab. Hi, Opie cat. Oh, are you still alive? Quit being alive. Okay. And then let's kick this tree and get a fruit or two. Get one? I want more than one. Fine. I'll take a singular fruit. Okay. Yeah, there's a chest all the way over there. So we'll go get it and beat up some crabs along the way. Because you can never kill too many crabs. It's interesting they're dropping meat. There's a lobster meat. But I guess they're crabs and not lobsters, so we don't get lobster meat, we just get meat. That's the way this game rolls. Okay. So these rocks are not just decorative. We can use our handy-dandy pickaxe to chop them apart and collect resources that we'll need. I don't know if there's anything good in these. Let's see. Tin, copper, ore, sand, and marble. Nothing too exciting, but I can always use more marble. Okay. Oops. I've been trying to figure out how to get this treasure chest since my first, like, 4 hours of playing this game. Better be worth it. Let's see if it's worth it. Are you worth it, treasure chest? Wind wheel. I feel like that's going to save me a lot of construction materials. I'm going to be happy for that sooner or later. It's always nice. Oh my goodness, look at that sunset. Look at that sunset. Oh my goodness. Let's screen cap that. This actually has a built-in camera that you eventually unlock. Cool. The sunsets and the moon rises in this game are really breathtaking. It looks even better on higher quality. I don't even have the quality turned up that far since my computer is being such a little jerk. I don't even want to fight these crabs, I just want to stare at the sky. You can really feel the Studio Ghibli Miyazaki influences at times like this, where it's just breathtakingly beautiful. And the way that the towns are all stacked on top of each other, and there's a little bit of like Castle in the Sky, Howl's Moving Castle influence with all of the old decrepit buildings around. It's not very steampunk at all, but it's definitely Studio Ghibli-esque. Okay, so we wasted a good chunk of that day, didn't we? It's in the distance, there's a little haunted mine. Those little balloon-looky things. We're going to take the DD stop back so that I don't have to hoof it. It's going to drop me off in front of the town gates, which is right near my workshop. Thanks. Okay. Let's see what we finished up here. Okay, here's our steel plate. My yard is a little bit of a mess right now because I was trying to figure out if I could fit a stable or a shed or another big animal housing place in. Oh, hey, ex. This is my ex-boyfriend. I don't think he knew he was my boyfriend, but he was going to be. But then he was mean to his pig. But I'll still be nice to him. Except for apparently running into him. Yeah, see, like, I don't, this completely turns me off to the guy. Like, he's your pet. Don't be mean about your pet, even if it is a pig. Oh yeah, go away. You don't get any gifts anymore. I'm mad at you. Be nicer to your animal, and then we can have a marriage discussion. But until then, Okay. We have to build 2 shells. Jumbo tire, 2 shells. 1 and 2. There we go. We got the item. Who do we have to turn this into? Albert. Okay. He's usually out and about at this hour. Some people like turn in pretty quick. But occasionally we can go and pretty easily find the person we owe the thing to. Albert is Gus's partner. And he's trying to get with Gus's sister, which that's not going to cause any trouble. None at all. Let's see. Oh, there's a meeting tonight, I guess. Mayor's going to talk to us. What up, Albert? Yay! So you can see we turned in the item, we got money, we got relationship, and we also got rep points. And the more rep points we have, the better off we are in town, and the higher ranked our workshop is. So we don't have any more missions going on right now. This is our social tier. You can see one thing that's really cool and I really enjoy about this game is that if you up your friendship, like Gust and Albert are partners, they work together all day, every day. So by befriending Gust, my relationship with Albert improved. Like, it's difficult to be really good friends, like Remington and Arlo work together. So the more I befriend one, the better my reputation becomes with the other. Which makes it a little bit easier to balance out, at least within factions. The church faction hates me because the church doesn't like technology and wants you to get rid of everything. This is Gus' little sister, Ginger. She's super duper cute. And he is just, Antone is just fabulous and knows it. I like that I can run around with these giant, like, bear paw hands, and, or even better, I can run around with an axe. No one notices, no one cares. NBD. I built a bridge. You should, like, talk about the cool stuff that I did, buddy. Oh, protect you. So like in Harvest Moon, when you talk to people, your relationships with them improve. Okay, so they can make requests. Like, you can give them a gift, give characters a gift every day, and they're happy to take goodies from you. But they can also make requests and be like, hey, I really want this meal or this item. You should bring it to me. The mayor wanted a tea table at one point. Others will demand foods. It's a toss-up as to what they want. Okay, are we gonna talk about anything at all exciting, Mayor? Blah, blah, blah? Yeah, I agree, blah, blah, blah. They do, like, weekly meetings in the town square, and when something really big or important happens, they'll do special cutscenes that, like, explain what happened, what that means. Are we doing anything exciting this time? You usually get a letter if there's something important. Nope, nothing important happened this week. Okay. Soon. Not really. Dr. Zoo. Okay. So I've kind of reached a lull in the game as far as quests go, which is actually very, very odd. I've heard people say that they were super, super stressed out by this game early on because there was just, they felt like there was too much to do. They felt like they had too much to accomplish. You do pretty constantly have quests going, and more just randomly pop up. And I can see how you can feel overwhelmed. You just kind of have to budget your time and decide which ones you want to spend your time on. Okay, give it to me. Most of them don't actually have like a ticking clock on them. Some occasionally do. Usually those are ones that you do to appease like the town. They're special quests, and usually only take on one or two of those at a time. If there is a timeline, you know, if there is an expiration date on it, you probably want to try to focus on that one. But mostly you can kind of take it at your own pace. The game doesn't really punish you for not being at a certain level by a certain point in time. But I remember being really frustrated that, like, the first time I played through, this is a little, the crafting and all of that's a little bit different from anything else I played. And it took me, you know, a hot minute to figure it all out. So I remember being frustrated that I was further behind than I thought I should be, and I was actually really excited to have reached a point where I'm like, okay, you know what, I've wasted like an entire month, but now I completely understand the process. So now I'm going to start over, and I'm just going to blow through. And I did. What took me like 18 or 20 days in my first playthrough, I think I finished up in like 7 or 8 days my second playthrough, simply because I finally understood how you build, how you craft, what you use to do what. So that was nice. That was a good. I didn't need to. I certainly wouldn't have been behind if I hadn't. But again, it was a nice feeling of accomplishment to, like, ha, I don't need to. Aha. Okay. Is this a new, what is this? Aluminum ore. Oh, that's right. I dug up some new metals while I was in the desert. So, I keep a stack of unrefined, which is now full, and then a stack of refined. I should get rid of some of this stone. I have zero need for this much stone and this much glass. So let's put those away, and then I will sell the stone and the glass tomorrow. Oh, come on. Okay. You go in here. I keep my data disks on me because you don't actually use the data disks directly in the game, but you use them as currency to unlock different things. So every so often the church will have an item that I want to buy, and instead of having to come back and pick up the stupid discs again, I just keep them on my person because I have enough space. Oh, I don't need to do that. I need to do this. Fertilize these plants, so they'll be nice to have tomorrow. Here comes Pinky to go sleep in her bed. This is as intense as the farming gets. It's definitely not as farming intense as is Harvest Moon. However, building is a whole other thing. You spend a lot of time crafting and building, and that's where the focus and the bulk of your gameplay is going to be. I do wish it would give me some indication if I can't fertilize it again, because the bar would be overfull, or if I'm just missing the hitbox to fertilize. Okay, let's go see what tomorrow brings. This game, it doesn't make you pass out, like, you know, in Harvest Moon, if you stay up till midnight, you pass out. You have until 3 a.m. before you pass out, so you have a lot more leeway this time. I haven't upgraded the walls or the floor of my house at all. You can go through Gust sells supplies where you can, like, wallpaper and carpet and make it look a little less shabby. I'm just pinching my pennies because I want to expand my yard again, and I need 90K before I can do that, so yeah, I'm being a cheapskate. Not up in that, not up in my quality of life in hopes that I can own more land. Land ownership is everything. Oh! Hey, Mint! Issue with Aretha Tunnel. So Mint is a newer character. He just arrived. I'm considering marrying him. He's pretty cute. What kind of issue? Mini quakes. That doesn't sound good. Okay. So, I guess that's what we're going to do this morning. Let me check on the chicken feed, and then we'll head that away. Oh, I think I can harvest my trees too. At least one of them. actually know how many animals I can keep in this little space, but I imagine it's a lot. Oh, I didn't want to pet the chicken. I wanted to check on the food supply. Go away, chicken. You're so cute! I promised you chickens, Twitter. Here are your chickens. Oh yeah, we need to refill your food. They don't have food, they not only are not happy, they don't lay eggs. And we would like some eggs, please. Okay. Warby food. Raw food. My chickens eat a lot of wheat because I have a lot of wheat. I discovered I could buy fertilizer at the season of wheat. So just grew wheat and I was harvesting like 50 wheat at a time. It was crazy. Okay. Now they will be much happier. Okay. Let's see if I can harvest my tree. Oh. I guess you're not ready yet. How long? 3 hours. Dang. 3 days, 2 hours, 4 days. Okay, is everyone well fertilized? Cool. We'll deal with you after I grab quest to do and check out. Oh, I have mail. You've got mail. Commerce Guild. Yay! I got a toy robot. I can make someone really like me. Petra really likes the robots, so whenever I get those little robots, I've stuck one in my house to increase my stats. How much do they increase your stats? Some way, somehow. Let's see. Oh, I guess I didn't claim it. Oops. They increase your stats. I don't remember how much. But you can only have so many stat boosting things in your house depending on what level your house is. So after some point, they stop counting. So I just give the toy robots to Petra because they're her favorite thing, and I want her to like me. What's up, Antone? Yeah, I like how humble you are. No, I don't want to talk to you. That's Higgins. He's a jerk. What do we have? Here's an A. Quick, before he takes it. Let's see. Doing with the S. Ooh. Tell me about this thing. 2 wicker baskets. Okay, so that gives me only 85 rep. How much does this give me? Oops. That's a lot more. Water engine. It's going to be a lot of work, but we can do it. Okay. So this will let me show you how you do some building. Some of it you can build small things at your workbench, but there's actually some big building that you do with your assembly station. Oh, I need to get this junk out of my inventory. Okay, we'll chat with Holly. He's cute. You can actually date him, which I think is adorable. Big old bear. Okay. junk out of my inventory. It's not going to let me sell those last 4, huh? It's a weird bug. I'm sure it will be fixed. Like, as huge and massive as this game is, it's still in early access, so this is still being worked on and still has more to go. I actually have a couple books that are supposed to let me improve my crafting or improve something, and they're still a work in progress, so I can't actually use them yet, and I can't wait to find out how I'm going to be able to use them in the future. Okay. Righty then. Let's go build a water engine. Alrighty. So we scroll down, and I think the water engine is still on level 1. There it is. Okay. Old parts. What do we need? Old parts, small engine, steel plate, and bearing. I just made a whole bunch of steel plate for this reason. Okay. Old parts, steel plate, bearing. Come on, pop over. Then I need old parts and a small engine. Old parts, small engine. Hope they only need 1. Good, I only need 1. Haha. So you just equip the... Oh, I need another steel plate, which I'm pretty sure I made 1. Yeah. When you're crafting at like a workbench, or when you're trying to smelt something, it will pull the items that you have from your storage boxes, so you don't have to like constantly be managing your inventory quite that much. But when it comes to these kind of quests, to this big old builder thing, you have to actually manage your resources and put your whatever you need to use in your hotbar, and then you can just push the button and post them up. Okay. I'm going to drop off the steel plates and the bearing. And then you two go in here. Okay, who do I deliver? Cool. So we're going to sprint back up here, drop this off with Anton, and then we'll head to, I don't know where the bridge is, the tunnel is. This is a brand new thing that just popped up, so I'm excited to see where I go to learn about that. They're working on, yes, that is a running robot. For plot purposes, I will say nothing more about him. They're working on making Portia like a hub. And so they're building bridges and tunnels and trying to connect it to all the other cities to make it the place where everyone goes in order to get their stuff, which is good for me since I'm a builder. I want them to come through my area. And okay, so there, I dropped off the engine, I gained reputation points, so let's go outside and open the map and see if it tells us where we're going. Supposed to go to the tunnel location, but I don't know where the tunnel location is. Let's look at mission. Look at you fill a tunnel, second opinion. It should have a little star on the map. Which I don't see. However, from the mini-map, I'm assuming that little, see that little arrow thingy in the corner? That's where we're gonna head. That's usually an indicator that there's a quest that direction. Oaks is adorable. He is not the brightest. His dad is literally a bear who lives outside of town. It's only a little weird that he wears a bear skin. I don't know if that's his mama bear or what, but he's a cutie. Okay, we're gonna come by Alice's flower shop and buy some more flowers so that we can hopefully build up some more friendships and romance a couple people. Roses are a universal like. They give +10 to everyone, so they're useful. You can only buy one a day, and as far as I can tell, you can't actually grow roses, which is annoying. I would very much like to be able to grow the roses. But maybe in the future. Uh-oh, did I just go offline? Did you guys lose me? Hoping that's going to come back. Come back, everyone! Oh, I see the marker. It's all the way over there. Okay. So, where's the nearest DD stop? I think it's over here. Actually, I think it's across the bridge now. There we go. Hey! We're back! Okay, so I finally figured out where we're going, and it's the way far other side of the map. So we're going to jump back over there. Using the DD stop to start with would have been much faster, but I didn't know it at the time. Alexa didn't tell me where we were going. Okay. And all the way here, and then we'll book it around to that tunnel. Confirm. Let's go see what trouble we can get into. Thanks. Okay. Running, running, running. And here's the tunnel, apparently. This world's about to get much bigger, I think. Not that it was small to start with. There's snacks around. I should equip my gloves in case a snack decides to pick a fight. There are some aggro monsters in this game. Not that many, but they can go aggro, and they can be mean. Close enough. I want to leap to him. Leap to him. Yeah. You're in my way, so I'm going aggro. Ha ha ha. Bam. Okay. I love these big old paws. They're just ridiculously giant. this has to come. Come on, Remington. Be cool, man. Oh. I walked all this way for nothing? Uh-oh. Maybe I'm glad I'm not in there. Slow down. Runs in himself. Okay. Enter the tunnel. This is gonna end well, isn't it? I do like his voice. Ah! Got 2 boyfriends, I gotta get out of there. Keep on worrying. Oh, Mint's hurt! No! Quiet, boyfriend. Ooh, you're gonna be a boss fight. Okay, let's go do the thing. Enter the tunnel. Leave the tunnel. Go to the tunnel. Enter the tunnel. Leave the tunnel. Now go around the back side of the tunnel. How did you get here so fast, Gale? You were slow. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Dried apricot, simple ointment. Okay. Yeah, I should probably stock up on some supplies before I go in, and I don't think that I'm going to do terribly well with as laggy and crappy as this as my computer is being right now. So I might just do a little bit more wandering around town and call quits for now. See if I can't stream when my computer has had a nice little nap and decides to be more friendly. I really want to kill this snake, though. I really want to kill this snake. Hop this desert! Ha ha ha! Actually use those, use their venom to make venom darts that you put inside this insane shotgun thing that everyone associated with the church gets mad at you whenever you use because they don't trust technology. But it's like, how can you be mad? I'm shooting venom darts out of a steampunk sawed-off shotgun. Like, it's just amazing. And the auto-targeting is super easy, so I suck at shooters and I can still shoot that thing, and it makes me ridiculously happy. Okay. I wonder if, because the tunnel thing, sometimes you can only take 1 quest per day, but sometimes special event ones, they'll let you take more than 1. So you can do the special event quest and the guild quest in 1 day. So it might let me take another. Let's go find out. Since I have half a day to kill. You can go to bed at any time. There's no way to save unless you go to bed. You can go to bed at any time. But then you've wasted a day. And the micromanager in me will not allow myself to do that. So I'm a crazy person. Okay. Commerce commissions. What's this one? 2 large pipes. I still don't know if I have large pipes. That's the only thing that's concerning me about that. What do you need? 4 wooden pillars. Okay, well I have a ton of wood, so let's see if this will give me the diagram to make this. Tunnel. Wooden pillar. Repair necessary. Okay, so it's just, it might be in the workbench, maybe? Let's go find out. Let's go find out. Every so often I'm like, I can't do that quest, I don't know how to make that. And then I'm like, oh wait, I do have the tools to make that. I need to check my mail, but I'm being lazy. Okay. Let's see. It might be under furniture. No. Might be over here. I do! Look at that. Okay. Uh-oh. Opal log. Opal log. I don't know where I get that. I'll bet you I get it from something out in the desert. I also need to make 3 ropes, at least 3 ropes. So let's head up to the skipper and see if I have enough to make a rope. New York City. Get a rope. Okay. I have enough cotton now. Let's just make 10 so that I have them. And let's go, hi Opie Cat, hop the DD and see. I don't even remember how many of those I need. Say hi, Fluff. Say hi, Fluffy. Whoa. He really wants me to stop playing and feed him. His life is very difficult. Can't feed himself. He doesn't have thumbs. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we get the right kind of wood out of this, shall we? So there are certain fruit trees that you just can't cut down, but there are items like cocoons and things that you can only get by chopping down trees, or that you get by kicking trees, but you can also get those items if you cut the tree down. So instead of kicking the tree and then cutting it, I tend to just cut the tree. Ironwood, okay, that's not what I need. I think it might be these golden trees here that are so pretty. Contributing to the deforestation of the desert, guys. Let's see. Oh, I need a better axe. I guess I need to upgrade my workbench. Crap. Okay. I know I've been playing this game too much because the other day I went down to the La Brea Tar Pits and I was, you know, nerding out over dinosaur bones and, you know, all those geeky things you do while you're at an active fossil dig. That's just insane. And as I'm walking around, there was this huge, thick, gnarly, awesome old tree And I found myself looking at it like, do I need a steel or a bronze axe to cut that down? And it was like, okay, girlfriend, you gotta stop playing video games. You need to leave the house a little bit more often. That's just excessive. Oh, I want to use the DD stop. I love the sunsets in this game. It just turns so pretty. Okay, DD stop to here. And let's see what we need to upgrade my workbench, because I don't think I can upgrade my tools anymore until I upgrade my workbench. Oh, I'm such a jerk. I'm just leaving like 3 people stranded because I'm like, my computer's laggy. I guess I'll go do something else. They'll be fine, guys. I left poor Sam like on her own fighting this whole mob of evil rat people for like a week because I didn't want to deal with the boss. So, you know, it's all good. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Hi, Albert. Ah, I'm too late to see if I can upgrade. You have to upgrade your workbenches and all that through Albert's workshop. And they close at a certain point. But I'll bet you we can harvest the trees. Let's go harvesting. Harvesting everything. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Okay. How much did we get? 20 nitrate, not bad. Let's fertilize these puppies. Oh, I got something new. What are you? A painting of distant mountains. Max stamina +8. This game really loves for me to up my stamina, and my stamina is pretty freaking solid. Like, unless I specifically go mine the entire day and just constantly swing, I never run out of stamina. Maybe I'm just playing wrong. That wouldn't surprise me at all. So, we have now harvested the nitrate tree, because that's what you do is, I guess, you harvest a nitrate tree, and it will be ready to harvest again in 7 days. Apricot tree is ready in 3 days. Crystella tree in 3 days. You're gonna let me... There we go. And... three days for you. Okay, so my nitrate tree is just off on its own, out of whack with everyone else. That's cool. That's how you want to run. You do you, nitrate tree. Yes, Jareth. Check in on my crafting booths. Let's make some charcoal. You're done. I think I want you to make some steel welding rods. That's what we're lowest on now. I don't want you to make 25 of them, though. Yeah, 14's a good number. I think we're pretty good on bronze, too. 52 of them. Yeah. I'll refill you for now. And you, I think I just used a whole bunch of carbon steel. It's not bad. I because I have the resources, I'd rather just keep these things running the whole time so that I don't end up like in this situation where I'm like, oh, I'd really like to complete this quest, but I need to make all of these things that I have not yet made, which adds days and days and days, and I kind of like to. I'm impatient. You know, you won't be punished if you don't knock out all of these quests very quickly, but I just really like to knock them out as soon as I get them. It just makes me happy. Okay, now I've got the toy robot. So yeah, toy robot. What do you do to my stats? Defense plus 19. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. I can always... Your defense is basically determined by what clothing you're wearing. So if I take off, like, if you see here, his defense is at 251. If I come over here and take these off, that's going to go down pretty significantly to 71. So yeah, having things that boost your defense is a very nice little perk. So, Petra might have to do without that robot. That robot might come and live with me for a while. And like, I really should make a real effort at decorating my house. Like, I could make this really cute, I could, you know, arrange things well, I could have pretty tapestries and walls, and I'm just not. I'm lazy. I'm not an interior decorator. Sorry. Okay. I need to go through and remove a bunch of items that I don't actually use their perks for. Sooner or later. Someday. Not today, though. Okay. I think we're going to turn in a little early so that I can get a good start tomorrow towards freeing my buddies from where they're trapped in the cave. So we're going to call it quits and save the game. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you got a little bit of insight as to what this game is all about. It's a pretty Harvest Moon, but with some, like I said, some really strong Miyazaki Studio Ghibli influences. Definitely lots to do, and a great big world for you to explore. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Meow. Yeah, tell us, Jareth. Tell us, Jareth. Tell us, Jareth. Jareth says goodbye. Jareth says goodbye.